What's good, everybody? It's Big Game James, man. I'm back in these streets. I'm back in these work streets, about to get off. I'm actually already off. About to, get back to the crib and get ready for this best of enemies tonight. Watch some more football. I'm gonna see if me and Star are gonna hook up today for the Big Star show. So I'm gonna jump in her inbox. But you know what? I'm on fire today, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm on fire today. I seen that thing about Stephen Jones yesterday, and a lot of people, I'm gonna say I took it personal. A lot of people was talking shit to me about, Jerry Jones, the Jones' relationship with Dak. Now, if y'all been watching me, I've been saying for a good 3 years. Now, I've been saying since he signed his first deal, his first full deal, with not his rookie deal, but his first deal in 2019, 2020, 2021, when Dak was coming up for his deal. I was in them streets like, man, they don't love, they ain't really on Dak. Like, they not on this. They signing Jalen Smith. They signing Ezekiel Elliott. They signing everybody besides Dak. And this is the guy that y'all said, quote unquote, the franchise. This is the guy you bench your beloved Tony Romo for. So if you bench your beloved Tony Romo for, I think you would have some more love for him if you did that, right? Because you could have went back to Romo. You didn't have to stay with Dak. The coach said it, but you could have overruled the coach. Said, "Nah, we're gonna keep Romo in there because we know the call comes from upstairs." Stop saying that it don't. The call comes from upstairs. I don't care what y'all tell me. Me and Mike been talking about on burgers and blitzes for years and years and years. Matter of fact, me and Mike been saying these same things. Mike been saying the same thing. They don't want that. They don't like that. It's just they ain't did the proper things. They're lazy, bro. They a lazy organization. They didn't do the proper things. If they wanted another quarterback, they didn't. They tried to hedge on something that pie in their face, and now they didn't have no other ways to go, and they're scary, so they just gonna go ahead and say, well, we'll just do this because it's easier. And then I'm gonna explain to you what I'm talking about. So anyway, first of all, I was very vocal in 2020 about this Dak Prescott thing, and I know it's like water over a bridge because he signed, but guess what? This is going to be the problems for the next 3 years under Dak, and that's why I'm talking about it now. Because they ain't winning nothing under Dak Prescott, and I don't care who the coach is, and because of this ownership. Your ownership don't even fully believe in this dude, and y'all think y'all going to go to a Super Bowl when y'all even don't fully believe in him? Man, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. I don't see these other organizations throwing players underneath the bus or, saying nothing bad about them. Or, I don't. The only other organization I heard say something like, this quarterback ain't all that, is when I showed y'all this like about a year ago, when I brought up this interview from the former Washington Redskins general manager when he was signing Kirk Cousins. He didn't want to sign Kirk Cousins to no multiple-year deal because he didn't believe in him. He didn't believe in Kirk Cousins. He said it. He came out and said it. He said, hey, Kurt is a good quarterback. Kurt knows this, Kurt knows that, Kurt does this, Kurt does that. But you know what? We don't think Kurt is that guy to take us over the hump. We don't think he is. We're going to sign him to this franchise tag, and then he got to prove it again because we just don't believe it. He ended up signing 2 franchise tags and then taking himself over to Minnesota. But that GM came out and said, we don't believe he's that. That's why we're not going to sign him to that long-term deal. I respected that more. You came out and said it, right? I'm listening to these Joneses, that first deal, when he signed that franchise tag, all I heard was Stephen Jones. Dak got to be able to understand that we got to be able to pay everybody, and we can't pay everybody. And yes, we just think the world of Dak. Dak is he just does all the right things. We just love Dak. Dak this, Dak. But you love Dak. But you in the media talking about Dak got to understand we got to pay everybody. So with this big deal, we can't really be doing all that because, it's the salary cap and this and that. Y'all remember the negotiations? He was on TV talking about it. He was doing interviews talking about it. Stephen Jones was telling about Dak got to understand this and understand that. And was the only other franchise quarterback, the only other quarterback that was franchise tagged was Kirk Cousins, right? And they didn't believe in him. That's why they franchise tagged him. So Dak changes his agent right before he gets his first deal. Why? Because he don't believe y'all. He know y'all going to screw him, right? Because y'all don't really fully believe, but y'all ain't made the proper steps to try to get another quarterback in the building. You get what I'm saying? Y'all like, well, we got this, so we going to roll with it. But we don't want to pay him that big dollar money because we don't really believe he's that guy. We want to pay you. We don't want to pay you the upper echelon money because we have our doubts about you. And don't tell me Dallas don't feel that way about Dak Prescott. I don't care if they sign him to this past deal. I'm going to break down why I feel they did. They didn't have no other options, and they a scary-ass organization. That's why. Your first year, when you could have signed Dak, all we heard was the back and forth of how he got to understand about this and how he understand. So guess what? You franchise tagged him. You didn't sign him to a multi-year deal. You franchise tagged him because you. No, what it is y'all ain't fully believed, like I said. He signed that franchise tag. Y'all couldn't get a deal done. You know why? Because y'all had skepticism. That's why it came down to the last minute. Y'all like, well, we'll just put you on that 1 year deal. He gets hurt. He gets his 1 year deal. Thank God, Dak, you signed that deal before you got hurt. Because if you would have got hurt and you hadn't signed that deal or that tag, they was going to screw you. They really were going to screw you. That's why you went and changed agencies. That's why you said no franchise tags no more. That's why you said no trade clause no more, because you don't trust them, right? So we see what happens. They end up signing Dak to a deal. Everybody in my ear talking about, I told you they wanted Dak. I told you, or they wouldn't have signed him. Blah, 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 blah. I ain't listening to that. And I kept on staying strongly saying they still don't believe him. I don't care if he got to deal with them. The next negotiation. What did we hear? The back and forth the whole damn time. Are they going to sign him? Are they not going to sign him? Dak is in the last year of his deal. Are they going to do this? Are they going to do that? And all we heard was the back and forth. And then we hearing these things from Jerry. We're hearing these things from Steven. You didn't sign Dak Prescott until week 1 of Cleveland. And then the year before, you trade for Trey Lance. And we're going to talk about this thing because I want to address what Stephen Jones says. Let's just talk about it right now because it put me on one when I heard this. So you got Stephen Jones, the audacity, and he can say this because there ain't no threat of, like my guy Skywalker still said, there ain't no threat of losing your job. But me and Mike White have already been talking about that for years. There ain't no threat of losing your job. So why don't y'all go crazy in these streets? Because ain't nobody going to fire you. How come you don't get crazy in free agency? How come you don't go ahead and go hard with this and that? Nobody's firing you or Jerry, Steven. Nobody's firing Jerry. Nobody's firing Steven. So why don't y'all go nuts? Because there ain't no threat of nothing happening to y'all. So why don't y'all get crazy there? Because y'all don't really care. All y'all care about is the marketing of the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all ain't trying to win no Super Bowl. No, you ain't. You got 3. You gonna tell me Jerry ain't a little satisfied? Yeah, he is. He goes back and says, well, at least I got 3. Don't tell me he don't. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't see the moves back then that are being made now. All I see is conservatism. I see y'all going hard in that marketing. I see y'all going hard getting boxing events and NCAA championship games and motor car, race car driving. I see y'all going hard in that. But I don't see y'all going hard with the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all cheap as hell with free agency and things of that nature with your own players, but y'all go hard in the paint for marketing because that's what y'all are. Y'all a marketing organization. Y'all not a football organization. Y'all keep on trying to fake us out, and I'm tired of it, and I'm going to go against it, and I'm going to keep on going against it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even care if somebody says I don't care about that. I don't love Dallas like that no more. I don't. These Joneses have took my love away from my team. So now I'm going to go hard on the Joneses because y'all have helped take my passion away. Excuse me. Y'all have helped take my passion away from my team. Oh, sorry, I had a quick interruption, but I'm going to talk about this Stephen Jones thing right here. This shit just got me blood. I'm all over the place because I am frustrated. I'm pissed that you got the audacity to say this. But like I said, there ain't no threat of you losing your job. So y'all talk like this in the streets. But how come y'all don't make moves in the streets if you ain't no threat of ever you losing your job? Because y'all don't really care like that. So stop trying to fool the fans and the public. I ain't getting excited because y'all tanking and y'all going to be top 5 draft pick. I'm not getting excited about that. Everybody want to get excited about Travis Hunter, this and that. As long as the Joneses are doing this same stuff, I'm not going to get excited. You can bring any player you want to. You can bring the best player in the whole America. It ain't going to matter as long as the Jones are still doing that crap. I wish y'all believe it, man. I wish I would. But listen to this. On the fan, Stephen Jones says, when asked about getting the return on in trading of Trey Lance, this is what this dude says. Yeah, we do it again. First of all, right there. That's just disrespectful. Yeah, we do it again. How pompous can you be to come out in the media when this obviously ain't working? This obviously ain't working. And then you're going to double down and say, yeah, we do it again. That's almost to me like a disrespect to Dak. Because y'all were looking to replace. And don't say you weren't. But it blew up in your face and you ain't have no options, and so you signed. Because y'all scared to jump out there and get a rookie QB because Jerry's 82 and he don't want to take forever and he don't know the unknown. And it's easier to go with Dak because this is a guy we've seen. Don't tell me they don't think that. Anyway, yeah, we do it again. He's a top tier pick. A guy we had at the top. Y'all draft board be sucking sometimes because y'all be talking about y'all have these guys at the top and it's like, what? Why? You had Jonathan Mingo at the top. We had high marks on Jonathan Mingo. Wasting another 4th round pick. That's your receipt, man. Just anyway. He's a top tier pick. A guy we had at the top. Dak Prescott was coming up for a contract. We wanted to take a look at a good young talent and didn't feel like we could get anything from a quality standpoint like we could with Trey. Okay. As it turns out, we end up signing Dak long term. So that says, how does that say there, right there, that we was looking to get somebody? And this was the year before he had a career year. The year before, this wasn't even this year. You didn't get him this year. You got him last year for the preparations of life without Dak. That's why you got him. You let him sit that whole year so he could learn the whole offense, learn the team, and then next year y'all put him in preseason, hoping he turn up, go crazy. Because if he did, we ain't signing Dak. We gonna let you play it out. You get what I'm saying? And then we might eat that cap hit, that dead money for next year because Trey ain't gonna cost no money. Even though he may have turned up, he ain't gonna cost no money, and he gonna be privileged to be with us. So you take that $40 million and we sign you to 20 something, then it ain't really killing us. You get what I'm saying? That's only like what, a 1 year thing, then it falls off. Yeah, that's what they was looking at. And so then I hear him. Obviously, that puts a little less need in terms of having to rush to do something with Trey. As a matter of fact, makes it hard because Trey, I'm sure, wanting to see what's out there now that we have committed to Dak long term. So basically, it sounds like you was in Trey's ear like, hey, you could be the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. We don't know if we're going to sign Dak. We don't know if we're going to do that. But if that's your guy and you love everything about Dak and this and that, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be nothing. We're going to sign him and that. Why would you bring Trey in? It sounds like you was in his ear telling him you got to possibly be a quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Then you come out and says, obviously, when I said, as a matter of fact, it makes it hard because Trey, I'm sure, wanting to see what's out there now that we committed to Dak long term. But I don't regret that at all. That was a situation where you don't know for sure. What? I mean, obviously, and this is the stuff right here. This is the stuff right here. I mean, obviously, Dak controls his destiny. If he wanted to, he could have decided not to sign and sign somewhere else. Duh, we know that. His passion is being a quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. You knew that's where he wanted to be. That's what his lifelong dream is. He built a lot of stuff here. So no, he don't want to go. But you putting it on him, and you guys are backing away from it. Well, I mean, Dak had other options. He didn't have to sign with us. What? That don't even sound like y'all love that quarterback. He didn't have to sign. Would you think the Kansas City Chiefs would have said that to Pat Mahomes or Josh Allen? Because everybody's saying he's the top quarterback. I don't know what they did with Lamar Jackson, but I'm sure they weren't saying he could have signed somewhere else. He didn't have to sign with us. This is your top guy, and you come out in the media saying he didn't have to sign with us. He could have signed somewhere else. Almost like y'all were forced to sign him. That's what it sounds like. And the way y'all did it by signing him at week 1, that's what it sounds like. Y'all were backed in a corner. Y'all were forced because y'all had no options, so y'all had to do it. And that's why it took your ass to the woodshed. Dak obviously controls his destiny. If he wanted to, he could have decided not to sign and sign somewhere else. And we wanted options. Certainly, we just didn't feel like we can get an option, the quality of Trey in the 4th round to add in the building in the building to compete for that job if for some reason Dak wasn't going to be a Cowboy long term. What, dude? So that just says you got him for the thought of you weren't going to be able to sign Dak. And what Dak demands was going to be, he was going to put that no trade in there. You can't, because y'all not going to dick him. That's why he did that. That's why he went and got that agent, because he seen from afar how y'all was going to play him. Y'all put that out there. Not him. He had an agency. He go with that agency and went with a dog that don't play, because he knows these dudes are trying to screw me, man. I have no trust for this team no longer. I went hard for him. I did what I needed to do. And look, they signed Zeke. And I ain't saying he going dogging the players. They signed Jalen. They signed Zeke. They signed everybody besides me. So let me go ahead and get me a real agent, because I see the effery. So let me go ahead and get a real. I would do the same damn thing. But I wouldn't sign back with Dallas. This next deal, Dak, that's where you messed up. I would not have signed back with Dallas. I would have rolled this last year out, and I would have been a top market guy next year, and would have left and not hear all this noise in Dallas and deal with this agency, this front office that really don't even love me, that they say they do. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have did it, Dak. You shouldn't have did it, because you're not going to win nothing here, but you're going to get plenty of abuse here. You're going to get 3 more years of plenty of abuse here. And guess what? Whenever they don't win something, whenever nothing happens, you know what the front office is going to say? Well, we signed Dak and we signed those guys to them top deals and we can't do nothing else. You just going to be the scapegoat, bruh. Why'd you do it? Why'd you do it? You should have left. This organization ain't shit, and it don't give a hell about you. I don't care if they paid you that money. They ain't have no choice. I mean, they had a choice, but they're, like I said, they're too scary. They're too scared to start over. They're too scared of that unknown, and you're a known commodity. And they think that, well, let's just get some coaches. Let's get a coach. Let's get some more players, and let's just see what happens, because we ain't got no options. With the option that we did go with, flopped, because we were looking to replace. Because I damn sure tell you, if Trey Lance would have turned up in preseason and would have went crazy, because you didn't sign him till week 1, and you tell me that if he would have went crazy in preseason and showed you something that y'all wouldn't have played, well, we couldn't get it done, so we're going to wait until the end and see what happens. Nah, y'all would have played it like, we couldn't get nothing done, and then Trey's turning up, and then if Dak goes out there and there's other people out there trying to spend all kind of money in him, you think you would get in a negotiation war with them to keep your quarterback? Hell no, you wouldn't have. You'd have been like, bye. Well, we appreciate Dak and everything he's done. We love him. We appreciate all that time he put in Dallas, just like y'all said about Tyron Smith and all the other players. We love what he did, but, things just didn't work out. That's what y'all would have said. You're not fooling nobody. And this is why I don't be effing with this organization. I got this loyalty. I have a loyalty. I've loved the Cowboys before the Joneses came on board. So I don't have to stop liking the Cowboys or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Or I don't know. I'm just frustrated. Right now, I'm going to be normal in about an hour or 2. But I had to get this off my chest, because it just proved my theory, Mike White's theory, that you never really wanted Dak. That statement tells me everything. And just like I said, and ain't like other people didn't know, when you traded for Trey Lance, I was like, yep, okay, that's the negotiation piece. That's the chess piece. If Trey does something, they're going to use him against you. Trey don't do anything, they'll be like, okay, we'll go ahead and settle for you. And that's what the hell they did. And it wasn't settling. You went all the way until week 1 to sign him. You could have been signed him many, many times before. Cheaper, whatever. I don't know. I don't care. I knew why you did CD, because he was on a first-year deal and he's a receiver. I knew you were going to sign him, but I definitely didn't believe you were signing Dak Prescott. And when he did sign, I was frustrated, because I know it's going to be 3 more years or 4 more years of purgatory, 3 more years of disappointment, and it ain't going to be just Dak. It's going to be that front office, and guess what? It's going to stay that way as long as they keep on doing these same things. They're not doing nothing in free agency. They haven't been doing nothing. This is a marketing football team. This isn't a football team. This is a marketing team, and that's the way it's going to stay until they change or until Jerry moves on. And it's almost, I've seen this thing with Aaron Rodgers where he wants to play for a different team next year. I almost wish that Dak Prescott could have Aaron Rodgers' talent with his mindset. Then I think he could get some chips. Because guess what? I would love to put Dak's talent over with A-Rod with your sucky ass attitude, because you got all that talent, bro, but you a cancer. Okay? And the only reason why Mike McCarthy won is because y'all got lucky with Aaron Mendenhall fumbling. Or y'all wouldn't have got no chips. And you would know why you didn't get no chips? Is because Mike McCarthy is an okay coach. You're a great talent, but you're a cancer as a player. And as long as you're a cancer as a player, those things, you had played 14, 15 years with them Green Bay Packers. How many championships did you go to? How many playoffs did you go to? How many appearances? But y'all never won. Because of you, bro, it is. You had the talent, but you was a goofy. I wish you could put your talent in Dak, and then we had less of a problem. But I got off topic right quick. Anyway, it was a lot of just maybe mumbo jumbo, maybe a lot of gibberish, jabberish. I don't know. But all I know do is one thing. I'm going hard on these Cowboys. I'm going hard on them. And I don't care. Don't tell me about how I need to do my fandom or my content creating. I'm going hard on them. So if you don't like that type of stuff, yeah, stay away from my channel. Because it ain't going to be no unicorn and rainbow. It ain't going to be happiness over here. I'm going to be pessimistic like a mofo on everything they do. And when I see something that's fake, I'm calling it out, because we got to call this stuff out with these Joneses. Y'all can go ahead and keep believing if you get Travis Hunter or one of these players, all of a sudden get all these players in the draft, Dallas going to be right back in it. No, Dallas going to win games. I said that. Dallas, you're going to win games. You're going to go to playoffs, but you ain't going to touch championship game. You ain't going to touch a Super Bowl, not as long as Jerry is a coach. I mean, yeah, that. Jerry, as long as Jerry's the coach. The owner, the president, the GM, and the coach. As long as he's all them faces, and don't tell me he don't make no decisions, just Will McClay and Stephen Jones. No, the hell it ain't. That mug is in every damn thing. His hand is in everything, so he's making them decisions because it's his money. So don't tell me Jerry ain't got his hand in everything. But Dallas ain't winning nothing with Jerry. I said in 2017, but I tried to back off of it because I'm like, I don't know the future. But no, they ain't winning nothing, and Dak, you shouldn't have came back. And the reason why I just read, that's why you shouldn't have came back. Because now it's about to be another bunch of purgatory and people just talking trash to you. Should have left it, dog. But hey, it is what it is. But I'm going hard on these Cowboys. I am. That is my mission, to go hard on these dudes, and I don't care if nobody else here. I'm going to still say it, because I went from a team that was always my passion to losing that passion because this ownership. And now I'm bringing it back. Big Game James, I'm out.